Alright, so today's goals are 375 carb, 200 protein, and 75 fat. Gonna get around 2,900 calories. Starting this day with the usual variation of a breakfast sandwich, going 2 of them. Got some new English muffins at the store, 8 grams of fiber per sandwich, so that's perfect. That's something I need more, is more fiber. Then I put a turkey sausage in there. That's only like 6 grams of fat. Then 2 whole eggs, 3 servings of egg whites, and some hash browns. And then I also found some no-fat cheese, which is perfect. So I just picked up these Skinny Cow ice cream sandwiches today. Heard a lot about them. I've never had one. Macros are awesome though. They're only 2.5 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs. So this is going to be my pre-workout. Then I'm going to head to the gym for an arm workout. Probably at least an A on that. With the macros and the taste, it tastes like a regular ice cream sandwich. So overall, awesome. All right, guys, so we're at the gym now. My training partner is not here, and I don't have a tripod, so gonna have to get a little creative with how I'm gonna film this. Probably not gonna get too many shots, but we'll see. It's arm day. I love being on this new split, hitting shoulders by themselves, hitting arms by themselves. I can already see some progress with it, so gonna keep trying to build upon these gains. All right, guys, good workout. I was thinking about something. I just want to touch on something real quick. Genetics. It's been brought up a lot lately. I noticed throughout my years since I started lifting in 7th grade, a lot of people jump to the conclusion right away that people with, a solid foundation that have pretty good natural physiques, people that see that will always jump right away and just say they have good genetics. And I noticed through all these years that always comes from the people that are never consistent and never, strive to achieve that physique or, stay with it and stay true to it. And one thing I noticed is people that don't have great genetics but stay consistent and have done this for 6, 7, 8 years, they never complain about it or anything. They'll never say, Preston's got good genetics, I don't have as good genetics, so I'm just gonna give up and not do this. I've seen my best friend who barely saw a gain for like 4 or 5 years, doesn't have good genetics at all for bodybuilding wise, and he has built a great physique just from consistency and staying true to it. I never heard him once complain, because he's been my training partner this whole, whatever it is, since we were 12, that I have better genetics than him, so he's just gonna take a few more days off. He has just kept going, and that's what you have to do. You can't just go right to genetics. Yes, I have better genetics than other people. Compared to him, it took me a year, might have taken him 5 or 6 years. So don't complain. And the thing is, even if you don't have good genetics, you're eventually going to build a good body. You're going to be able to work with what you're given. So consistency, staying true to it, intensity, that's what's gonna build a great body. So weighed in at 207 this morning. Feeling really good. This is going just as planned, taking it really slow. I gotta get down to under 198 by middle of August, so I have plenty of time still. At that point then, depending on how I feel, I'm thinking about possibly competing. So I gotta get meal number 3 right now. I'm gonna go with some pizza. I am starving. A little thin crust action. Gonna do an experiment with it. I don't make it too often, so we'll see how it turns out. All right, guys, so here are my ingredients for this pizza. I got 3 ounces of chicken thighs I'm gonna throw in there. A turkey sausage. It kind of looks a little funky because it was more of like a hot dog, so it looks kind of weird, but it's still gonna taste really good. No fat cheese. That's huge. Keep the fats lower. 2 servings of regular sauce. And then I'm going to go a whole thing, one of these crusts. It's thin, so it's still going to be like 100 grams of carbs. So there it is. I am starving right now. I got to dig in, get to eat this whole thing. Only thing I changed was adding an extra serving of cheese because it was pretty light, so could have probably added a 4th, but still trying to save a few more calories for tonight. So it's been raining like all day now. So I went and got a haircut. Finally found a person that can cut my hair after 22 years of trying, so I'll always have a consistent place to go now. That was like always something that like stressed me out. That's probably why I waited so long to get my last haircut. So found a girl that does great hair. So don't have to worry about that anymore. Got to get another meal in me. We were thinking about going out to eat. There's this really good place right near us that has really good Mexican food. It's a bar. It's mostly American food, but they have a good Mexican section. And when you're dining and you can find a place that has tons of good Mexican options, that's a good place to go. Because usually a lot of Mexican food, a lot of it's clean. Sometimes they'll use a lot of oil, but this place, really good light options. Deciding to not go out to eat tonight, little change of plans. I'm gonna go there later this week and I'll probably film it. I don't want to keep spending money today, so gonna try to make my own little Mexican food tonight, so we'll see how it turns out. We are going with quesadillas tonight. Gonna try something new out. I'm gonna use 2 of these. I'm actually gonna fold them in half, so one of those would be 1. Make 2 of them total. 8.5 ounces of chicken thighs. I gotta start switching over to breast so I can get less fat since I'm eating less fats now. Black beans, about a half a serving. Some cheese, no fat. Then my favorite type of salsa, peach. No fat sour cream, and some lettuce. There you guys have it. Dinner tonight. They turned out a lot better than what I was expecting. I didn't think it'd be this much food either, so this should fill me up for the rest of the night. Got my salsa and sour cream right here. My girlfriend is actually Spanish, so she'd probably be pretty proud of me. All right, guys, so that's my last meal of the day. That is going to wrap it up, and I'm checking my numbers now to see if I hit my goals. So we got 205 protein, 5 grams over, 358 carb. I was trying to hit 375, so that's close enough. And I went a little over on fat, so those two balanced each other out. And the final calorie count was 2,940, which is pretty much perfect for what I'm going for right now. So that is going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys again soon.